And welcome to Fairfield High School for the Ohio High School Athletic Association Division I softball playoffs. Today's district championship game between the Springboro Panthers and the Colerain Cardinals. I'm Al Gabriel alongside Brian Wyatt, and we're working on some technical issues on the wearecolerain.com side of things, but we're not going to talk too much about that, but we are going to talk a little bit about softball here. Colerain comes into this game with a 19-9 record, 10-7 in the GMC, but has picked it up here lately, having been on a big winning streak down the stretch against some very tough competition within the GMC. Their opponents, the Springboro Panthers, come in at 20-6 overall, 7-3 in the very tough G-Walk, as they are also in the same division with the Lebanon Warriors, who are the number 2 ranked team in the state of Ohio in Division I. The lineups tonight, first for the visiting Panthers from Springboro. Leading off and playing second base is Courtney Reigel. Hitting in the number 2 hole, number 21, the center fielder, Riley Curtis. Hitting third, the catcher, number 42, Amanda Thornton. Hitting cleanup and playing shortstop, number 19, Brooke Meinert. Number 22, Lauren Powell, hits fifth, and she's pitching tonight. Number 7, Grace Yoder, plays left field. Number 5, Lane Schumacher, plays third base. Claudia Ziegler will be the first baseman. Number 3, Mac Walker will be your DH, and playing right field as the flex player is number 4, Brooke Hetman. Brian, welcome.
Well, thanks, Al. Scrambling here, getting a little late start myself. Thanks for jumping in there and taking over from my job. But, yeah, we're here at beautiful Joe Nussall Stadium here in the city of Fairfield. A G-Walk battle against a GMC battle. Cincinnati versus Dayton. It just doesn't get any better than that. You know, we were asked a little overcast this morning. You asked for it. The sun is coming out now for this Southwest District Championship, and couldn't ask for better weather or better conditions.
Yeah, it's a little bit on the cool side, but it's not cold.
It's not raining.
It's not raining. Yeah, it's not raining.
Been a tough season, really, for all these coaches. They got most of the league games in, but a lot of these teams didn't get to play a full season because they didn't have time for all their makeups. But yeah, no weather conditions today. Perfect weather. The field looks excellent. Thanks for everybody here at Fairfield High School for hosting this. The field looks in phenomenal condition. Yeah. So neither team's going to have an excuse, and they're going to have to decide this with their play.
And it's by the sheer, I don't want to say fluke, but it's by an unusual occurring circumstance that Colerain's actually playing here tonight. Colerain was scheduled to play up in Clayton Northmont High School at their stadium, but Fairfield pulled the upset earlier in the week over Oak Hills, and they cannot play a home game in the district championship. So Colerain and Fairfield flip-flopped, and I think Fairfield had to take the road trip, and Colerain had a little bit of a shorter drive over here to Fairfield.
Okay, thanks for the explanation, because I didn't even know the answer to that. Somebody asked me that today at Colerain High School this morning, and I had no clue that's what. So Fairfield won and couldn't play at home.
Yeah,
interesting.
If Oak Hills had won, Oak Hills would be here today against Springboro, and Colerain would be, they'd be here against Mason, I think.
Okay.
And as it is, Fairfield had to take the road trip, and we wish them and all the GMC teams best of luck. I know Lakota East lost a heartbreaker last night, 7-6 to Lebanon, which was, what we understand and what people we talked to earlier, East had their opportunities, including having the bases loaded in the bottom of the 7th inning with 1 out, but was unable to push across the tying and winning runs. And so I believe Colerain and Mason are the last 2 teams standing from the GMC.
Well, it's terrible to keep using cliches when you broadcast, but that's why they play the game.
Yep.
I mean, the ball takes funny bounces. It's station-to-station softball. One play can affect an entire thing because, if there's not going to be a lot of runs scored. With 2 dominating pitchers like we're seeing today, it's going to be tough. You take advantage of the opportunities in front of you. And to me, today, it's going to come down to which team makes the least amount of mistakes.
Right. And you talked about the dominating pitching, and we've got a tremendous pitching matchup. In the circle right now, getting ready to start this game for the Colerain Cardinals is Ashlyn Roberts. Ashlyn is 17-8 on the year. a 1.46 ERA, a 1.46 ERA, second in the GMC with 180 strikeouts. That would lead most conferences across this state, if not for Lauren Slatton over at Oak Hills, who struck out over 300 hitters this
and
year.
Don't let the Colerain's losses and her losses on a record deceive you at all. A lot of those were 1-0, 2-1, a very close game. There's been a lot of games that Colerain could have won and just didn't pull it out.
Yeah, and that's what you get when you're in the GMC. The GMC, and I will argue this to my last breath, the GMC is the best softball conference in the state of Ohio. They have not produced a champion in a while, but consistently, I think there was an 8-year stretch where the conference set 5 or 6 different teams to the state Final Four, and that's impressive.
But let me just say this, for the people going to be listening to this game and from the Springboro and Dayton area, we are from wearecolerain.com. We will try to be unbiased, but
I'm not going to be unbiased. I'm a Colerain fan, but I'm going to,
exactly.
I'm not calling like I see them still.
Yeah.
And if you've heard me do basketball games, you're surprised that Coach Higgins or Coach Wallace didn't ban me from some broadcasts.
Yep, but we're looking to get started here. Coming up to bat, big hitter, really starts off the Springboro team. It's Courtney Regal, the second baseman.
Courtney Regal comes into the game as a .324 hitter with a .419 on base percentage. She has 4 doubles and a triple on the year.
First pitch right down the middle. Unlike regular season games, we've got 3 umpires, 2 on the line, 1 behind the plate. So hopefully the umpires have as good a game as the players. Second pitch is fouled off to the right. Ashley Roberts working ahead in the count.
Ash is a classic power pitcher. She throws her fastball in the low 60s. She has a very good, not a true rise ball, but she throws a good high fastball that she can spot just outside of the strike zone, which is what that pitch was just there. And she is a corner pitcher.
She hits that corner right out there for the first out of the ball game. Gabby Hogle sets up on the outside. Ashley Roberts hits their spot for the first out of the ball game.
And that looked like Ash's curveball, and it come across the right-handed hitters. Strike zone right across their hands to the outside corner.
So 3 pitches, 1 out, and coming up to the plate for the Springboro Panther is Riley Curtis. First pitch a little low.
Curtis, a .474 hitter with a .523 on base, 2 doubles and 1 triple. She is a slap hitter whose job is to get on base and wreak havoc.
Colerain sees that, really is squeezed in at the corners. Just misses on the outside.
Now our vantage point from above the field is just a little bit to the left of home plate, but that looked like he might have caught the corner.
We're a little off center, but that is close enough. So got to work from behind here, down 2-0.
Nice pitch. That was Ash's screwball there. Ash has a very good screwball, which is deadly to left-handed hitters because it looks like it's coming on the inside to him and then breaks away from them at the last second. That pitch actually ran inside a little bit.
Yeah, tough to handle. That might have been a ball, but that got in really in on her fist. Sawed her off with that one. So 2-1 count, 1 out. The bunt's popped, and Katie Homer's there at third base to make the second out of the inning.
Good job by Katie. She was coming in on the square. She was anticipating and actually almost overran the play as the ball went a little bit harder off of that 2012 Zeno bat that my daughter likes to use. It has a lot of pop in it. Amanda Thornton now, she's the catcher. .438 batting average with a .500 on base percentage. And she is the power plant of the Springboro offense. She has 9 doubles, 2 triples, and 4 home runs. She has all 4 home runs that Springboro has hit on the season.
She's in the run-producing spot, batting in third, but nobody on base right now with 2 outs. And Ashley Roberts blows that one past her to even the count, 1-1.
Ash is pumped right now. She's giving her, she's throwing really hard right now. Colerain has almost had a full week off between games, so she's had plenty of recovery time. Colerain had their graduation ceremony a couple days ago, too, so.
Ooh, just misses again.
So kids have had some extra sleep here and there, and she's ready to go today. And that ball did look like it was caught the inside corner, but like I said, we're off center here, so we don't have the look that
Well, Thornton doesn't have a 500 on-base percentage because she's got a bad eye. I mean, she really took a look at that pitch, and she didn't want to swing at it. The referee agreed, or umpire agreed with her. But now we're at 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the first. Colerain trying to close it out here without any base runners. Comes hard to Katie Holman on third, sets her feet. To Ortega at first, and Colerain gets out of the first inning. 1, 2, 3. Springboro goes down, going to take the field, and I tell you what, that'll take a lot of nerves out of you out in the field a little bit to help your pitcher relax a little bit, and being the home team, let's see if they can come back and make in the bottom of the inning and do a little damage, get a little lead. Al, but what can you tell me? We talked about the pitching matchup. What do you know about Lauren Powell?
Lauren Powell on the year will step to the circle with an incredible 1.01 ERA and 16 wins. She was 16-3 on the year, which was only 4th in the GWalk, but that tells you the depth of the GWalk conference and some of the quality teams there in the Dayton area and out in Lebanon. She had 137 Ks on the season. It looks like she did not start a couple games early in the year. She might have been recovering from an injury or an illness.
Well, you got to give your pitcher a rest every now and then. She has pitched 124 innings this
she
year.
Is a, from what I've been able to talk to parents who have seen her play during the summer, she has a decent fastball. What you're mostly going to see from her is you're going to see a lot of spots and corners from her. She's not going to blow anybody away necessarily with a 60-plus, but she throws in the upper 50s. Yeah. But she has good movement. And that's really the key to being a successful fast-pitch pitcher, is you don't necessarily need to throw really, really hard, but you do need to be able to move the ball and hit your locations. And your fastball, even if it's only 56, 57, it has to wiggle.
Yeah, I mean, it's simple. Change speeds, spot your location, trust your defense.
Right.
It's got you this far. They were 2nd in the Southwest Division there in the GWalk. Not giving up a lot of runs. Very good defense. So we'll see what these Colerain Cardinals can do.
All right, for the Colerain Cardinals, leading off will be Haley Curtis, followed by Morgan Hain. Ashlyn Roberts hits 3rd. Gabby Hogle hits 4th. Both Roberts and Hogle combined for 11 home runs on the year. Katie Homer will hit 5th. Grace Crumpack hits 6th. Michael Ortega in the 7th spot. Kiara Jones in the 8th spot. And Sydney Beckelheimer is in the 9th spot.
Yeah, we got a good lively crowd here, and if you're following any wearecolerain.com or anybody on Twitter, Springboro has a whiteout tonight. Colerain has a blackout, but a lot of parents don't follow Twitter. There's a lot of different colors out there, but they're here loud and they're here proud cheering on their teams.
We wore black.
It's slimming. And first pitch is right up the middle by Curtis for a single to start this game off.
There we go. Curtis came in hitting .352 with a .392 on base. Started the year hitting in the 7th spot, but her bat and her on-base percentage continued to warrant that Coach Billestrom had to move her up, and she's excelled in the leadoff hole.
Yeah, Morgan Haynes going to come to the plate now. Dangerous again, just like the Springboro player with a slapper, lots of speed, very good bunter. So stays off the bunt here.
Morgan Hain has just recently signed her letter of intent to play college softball and tennis at the College of Mount St. Joe's, as did Katie Homer. So congratulations to both of them.
So Curtis drops down a bunt, and that's undefendable. She throws the first.
Curtis doesn't hesitate. Get out. She's safe.
I tell you what, station to station baseball. That was undefendable. Bunt to the right side. She makes the throw. She had no chance going there. Hayne doesn't hesitate and goes right to third, and the throw was there, but she got there. Now, Ashley Roberts gets a chance to help herself out here. A dangerous hitter all around in the 3 spot, but she's got first and third and no outs. See what Lauren Powell can do here.
Roberts at .457 on the year with 7 doubles and 5 home runs.
And Haynes going to take second, uncontested. And what I'm looking at there, Roberts has got some pop. I don't know if Springboro is trying to defend the plate just to keep 1 run there, but the outfielders are very shallow.
Yep. Well, the dimensions here at Fairfield are 200 all the way around. Colerain has some power. I guess the best bet here is that if anything's going to hit the fence, it's probably going over, so you try to prevent against the bloop here.
Yeah, 200 fence, but they're a little higher.
Yeah, they are high fences here.
Misses outside, 2-1.
The ever-dangerous Gabby Hogle, who was tied for second in the GMC with 6 home runs, is on deck.
She just needs a couple for the school record, doesn't she?
Yep. That is correct. Ash wanted to turn on that inside, but couldn't hold back enough.
I'll tell you what, changed the speed a little bit, got her way out in front. That was a nice pitch. She's either gonna, that one looks so good because it's coming right at your head, that's slow, but all you can do is really foul that off. Lauren Palther is a nice pitch there.
Little known rule to our people watching at home, that stolen base is actually a stolen base. In baseball, that would be considered a catcher's indifference, but in softball, there is no such rule. That counts as a stolen base. So unfortunately for for the Springboro catcher, for Amanda Thornton, that counts against her throw-out percentage.
Yeah. Evens the count 2-2.
Ash is looking for a pitch on the inside that she could drive.
And again, she throws that pitch that's probably a ball.
It probably is.
But it's coming right at you. You could see it, but nothing but a foul there. Nothing hurt Lauren Powell battling for the Springboro Panthers.
Ash tomahawked that one. She's probably playing a little hyped up here, but anything that she can get her hands around on, she's going to take on the inside.
Well, I tell you what, yeah, she really crowds that plate. She's not going to get beat on the outside, and she's quick enough to turn on the inside. Oh, that changeup gets her. Lauren Powell pulls the string for the first out for the Springboro Panthers. Nice, buster inside. Off-speed pitch, get her way out in front.
And here comes the senior heading to Spalding University to play her college softball at the Division III level next year. 1 home run away from tying the Colerain single season record at 7. 483 batter with 4 doubles, 6 home runs, and was tied for second with 43. Oh, excuse me, I take that back. She was first in the GMC with 43 RBI.
Ball's blooped over the pitcher's head, and Lauren Powell makes a nice play. Colerain starts the inning with runners in second and third, and got 2 straight outs. As you said, you got to take advantage of the opportunities in front of you, and Colerain doesn't want to get out of this without scoring a run.
Now, Katie Homer is one of her favorite places to hit. Having talked to some people before the game, they said that Katie in 3 years here has hit 3 home runs each hit a home run each time she's been at Fairfield. So maybe that good luck will continue here. Maybe she likes the backdrop, the feel, I don't know, but
maybe it's just chance.
Maybe it's just chance. You know how it is.
She'll hit anywhere she gets a chance, and she has another power hitter here in the 5th spot. Lays off high and outside, goes 2-0. As I said again, I haven't seen Springboro play. They must trust the speed and the athleticism of the outfielders, because they're playing a little shallow on this Colerain team.
Katie hit 2 home runs this year, including 1 earlier in the year here against Fairfield.
Just gets under that one, pops it up. The catcher's making the ball in fair territory, and they get out of the inning. Lauren Powell shuts down the Colerain Cardinals after giving up 2 base runners to start off. We're at the end of 1 here at Joe Nuxhall Stadium, 0-0 in the Southwest District Championship. And again, this broadcast is being shown live on WeOwnColerain.com and produced and brought to you by Waycross Community TV. Thank you for everybody at Waycross TV that lets us showcase our student athletes in the area. If you like what you see and want to be part of a future broadcast, remember it's www.waycross.tv. You can produce your own show, just be part of a future broadcast. Thank you, Waycross, for everything you do in our community.
Powell, Yoder, and Schumacher due up for the Panthers in the top of the 2nd.
Tell you what, up there, bounces one 8 foot up on the backstop there. Maybe adrenaline going, a little upset from that last bat, but just like any good player, you gotta let the last inning, the last play, the last out of your mind, get back and focus on what you got in hand.
I've had a great opportunity to get to know Ash and her dad over the last couple of years, and she is one heck of a competitor. And I know that she went out to that mound and out to this circle, and she still had that strikeout on her mind. But she's she's gotten the experience now that she can go ahead and.
Just the umpire calls timeout here, trying to figure out what's going on. There's somebody from, I believe it's one of the local news stations with a camera on the field. And he just let him know, hey, you could be on the field, but just make sure that you stand still. Ashley Roberts takes the bunt from her knees, throws to him. Out number 1. That's the way to defend the position.
I've seen a lot of pitchers in the last 6 years, and I have yet to find anyone who I think fields their position any better than Ash. A lot of pitchers will stay in the circle. Ash doesn't. If she can get to the ball, she's going to get it. And that was a prime example with a nice, accurate throw from her knees.
So that'll bring up the her battery mate and blows past her. Lauren Powell swings at strike 1. And one thing, I notice the obscure sometimes, Al, and I'm just admire of the white shoes.
The white shoes.
You do not see white spikes that often anymore. They're a big thing in the 80s, but
Reno Hightower.
Another bunt to Ashley Roberts. It's covered.
Haley Curtis.
Haley Curtis at first.
Good job coming off the bag to make sure she secured the ball with both hands and then put the tag on the runner.
Yeah, you've got the safety bag there. Well, actually, no safety bag.
No safety bags in high school.
And she was unsure whether she got it, but make the sure play and tag her out.
Another great job by Ash to come out of the circle and field her position.
That'll bring up Grace Yoder to the plate.
Yoder, a 350 hitter on the year with a double and a triple.
And that goes inside and it goes off her, but
I think that's a foul ball.
It's calling foul ball. Yoder's going down to first.
That had to have been a foul ball.
Coach Billstrom from Colerain is going
off.
off.
Get a look at the
hands
replay.
Part of the bat.
Boy, that took a heck of a bounce to go off the hands.
Yeah.
For the ball take that kind of a bounce, they would have medical crew check her, and it is the coach's discretion to come out and ask the on-plate umpire to ask the other umpires in the crew what they saw.
We've got 3 umpires today, so one of them's going to see it, but
if anybody had a look at it, it's going to be the first base umpire, because he would have seen that the ball hit the handle of the bat, and
they're going to first base.
They're going to award her first base.
That's why you and I aren't umpires.
Oh no, that's why I would be in the stands yelling at an umpire. But I'm kidding. I'm a very stoic father when I watch my daughter's team play.
So Blair Schumacher trying to continue the inning for the Panthers. Gabby Hogle looks down the runner first. She's not going anywhere. Swings through it. Strike 1.
Schumacher comes in at 378. 5 doubles and a triple on the year with 23 RBI. And we have a timeout. Kelly Curtis had a piece of equipment, or a ball got loose onto the field.
It looked like a dog toy they found out there.
You never know what you're going to find at a high school softball stadium.
The Springboro Panthers, they have shown the propensity to bunt. I said we haven't seen them play, but a lot of high averages. The runner goes down again. Gabby Hogle throws down, and it's there. And she's gunned her down at second. Hogle comes up right there. Who was that? Hen that made the tag?
I believe that was Morgan Hain who applied the tag. Gabby does not have the strongest arm for the catching position, but she has an unbelievably quick release. And that's what you saw there. Yep. The ball, she got it and got it out quickly, and that throw was on the money. Yeah,
erases the, as we thought, maybe the wrong call by the umpire, but he makes the right call at second. We agree with him on that one. Of course, being homers that we are, but
and Schumacher will be left to lead off the next inning as we go to the bottom of the second. No score. Coming up for the Colerain Cardinals will be Krumpak, Ortega, and Jones. Grace is an interesting case. She is, I believe, had 2 ACL surgeries in her career. When she was 13 or 14, she was one of the best softball players in the area, but injuries kind of derailed her a little bit, but she's still an unbelievable talent. And as the year has gone on, her bat has gotten better and better.
But it's amazing today with today's medicine. We look what happened with, we're good friends with Jason Taylor, the trainer at Colerain High School. But all these schools have trainers in-house, and the surgery's gotten so much better. If we would have torn our ACL back in the 80s when we played, our career
I'd still be complaining about it.
Yeah, which we are now.
Yeah, exactly.
But these people, these kids, coming back to, if not where they were, even better.
Yep.
So Lauren Powell is going to start off this bottom of the second. More crowd starting to pile in here. We got a lot of people sitting along the fence there. See if we can get them a souvenir. That ball's popped up, but the drawn in outfield. Maybe Springboro knows something that I don't, which a lot of people do. I don't know much. Perfectly positioned there was Grace Yoder for the first out of the inning.
Now batting Colerain, number 12, Michael Ortega.
That'll bring Michael Ortega to the plate.
Ortega comes in at 280. 3 doubles and 1 home run, and 14 knocked in on the year.
Swings through the first pitch. Just misses, fouls that one back at strike 2.
You know, I'm not going to be Joe Nuxall here, Brian. If one of those foul balls comes back towards the booth, I'm ducking.
I'm throwing you in front of me. You're the human shield.
I'm way
today.
more than you. I don't know if you can get it done.
I'll just protect the equipment.
There you go. Dive on the equipment. Take one for the wearecolerain.com team.
So 0-2. Lauren Powell ahead. Sets up outside. Heat. Strike 3.
Now, you've heard of going up the ladder. In softball, it's going up the ladder, but moving further and further off the plate. If you can get that batter to swing at a pitch 1 inch off the plate, see if she'll swing at it 3 inches off the plate or 6 inches, as that's the case.
Greg Maddox, a professional baseball pitcher, showed that for years. If you give him an inch, he'll take 2. You give him 2, you'll take 3.
Exactly.
So the first pitch is fouled back.
Now, Kiara Jones, affectionately known as Kiki, 184 hitter on the year. Has 3 stolen bases.
Yeah, lots of wheels when she gets on base.
And 2 RBI.
Sets up outside, but let that one go to even the count to 1-1.
Now, I was at Miamisburg earlier in the year in the second game of a doubleheader. The Colerain came back and won an extra inning. She had a big hit, and Colerain's rally to win that game.
Comes inside, and that's the same spot that we thought Colerain was calling. And the umpire lets that one go.
Who adjusts to it best.
But you know what? I've seen that, and a pitcher has got to adjust. Sometimes when an umpire leans over one shoulder, he won't call that side of the plate.
Right.
Yeah, they get a preference where they see the pitch, and but that's the same pitch that he called a ball on for Colerain. Nice play by the first baseman. That was Claudia Ziegler.
Nice play. The star next to that one.
So Colerain, 3 up, 3 down. As we watch the replay, Ziegler's got it all the way. Eyes at 2 hands, makes a dive, not afraid to get dirty and not afraid to make a play. So at the end of 2 here at Joe Nuxall Stadium in Fairfield, it's 0-0.
Coming up for the top of the third, Schumacher, Ziegler, and Walker for the Borough.
So watching Ashley Roberts warm up, she warmed up between last innings and had a great inning. But when she warmed up between innings, she bounced one 6 foot up on the fence. She's warming up beautifully. Those are 2 great pitches. Hopefully it doesn't happen the other way. But tell you what, couldn't ask for a better day.
No, could not.
Very little wind, just enough to cool it off. Sun has finally peeked through the clouds. So with the runner thrown out second to end the last inning, Schumacher will come back to the plate to start this inning.
Schumacher at the plate when Gabby Hogel gunned down. Yoder at second base attempting to steal.
She's popped it up, and there's Katie Homer. Just got under it. Makes the simple play. 1 out, 1 pitch. I'll tell you what I'm seeing in here, though. It's been a quick game, quick outs, but really not too many strikeouts for these pitchers. Both teams are making contact.
These are two teams, two very good pitchers, but two good offenses.
Claudia.
One of the offenses, they're a little bit more dynamic. I think Springboro wants to play a little bit more small. Colerain wants to play a little bit more power. And right now, each pitcher and defense is kind of playing against the other strength, or the strength of the other team's offense. Colerain has shown great bunt defense, especially with Roberts in the circle and Homer at third. And Springboro has, their pitcher has kept the Powell has kept Colerain off balance. And we finally get the ball back in play. But in terms of working quickly, Ashlyn is definitely a fast worker. She wants to get the ball and go. So she's ready as soon as that batter's in the box. She's ready to throw a pitch.
Well, that batter's in the box. That batter's Claudia Ziegler for the Panthers. Trying to get something going here with one out.
What is up with that stance? Ziegler 250 on the year. A couple of doubles, 11 RBI.
Flashes a bunt. Colerain charging at the corners, but that changeup just a little high. So even if you don't make contact with a bunt, that could get the players on the corners out of position. She could pull it back and slap at it, but she pulls this one back and looks at another ball.
She was trying to get a timeout, but it's up to the umpire whether or not he's going to give the timeout. And he gave a quick shake no, and Ashton was already into her windup. And fortunately for the hitter, it was not a strike.
Yeah, I don't know if she's doing that because she's having trouble with the signs down at third base, or she's trying to throw off Roberts' timing. But either way, it's 3-1 here, so she's going deep in the count. So Ashley Roberts got to come with the strike here. And she doesn't.
Wow.
He does not like that inside corner. As I said, he's been consistent there, so the pitchers have got him adjust. And again, we are a little bit askew from the center of the, from our perspective up here.
That's a strike. Yeah, our replay kind of confirms that that was a strike. It might, if anything, it could have been a little low, but I don't think so.
So that'll bring up Mac Walker. She squares the bunt.
She offered it.
And I'll tell you what, up and down this lineup, they're just looking to just get the ball into play. Not too many swings. We're seeing a lot of bunts, so it's going to test this Colerain defense. Swings away at that one, and Ashley Roberts is ahead, 0-2.
This is Walker, the DH. And she's hitting in place of Hetman.
And we got another timeout by Ziegler.
Tie her shoe.
Not to be a homer, but she unties the shoe to tie it.
Sure.
Hey, you know what? I'm all for sportsmanship. If there's nothing wrong with what she did, and I'm not accusing her of anything, but I've been accused of when I used to coach baseball in the area. Anything you could do to change the rhythm of the game.
Walker hitting 373 on the year for the Borough. And she's asking for a timeout, won't get it. And Ash tries a little bit outside.
It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner on first base with 1 out. No score here on the top of the third. Fouls that one back. She's battling. Mac Walker, the designated hitter, is doing her job.
Courtney Regal on deck. This will be a big out here for Ash. She's got her head in the count on 1 and 2. She's got to put her in the book.
Don't forget about that runner at second.
If there was runner on second, I would.
Or excuse me, runner on first. Runner going to second.
Right.
And she fouls another one back.
Yeah. Walker comes in with a high batting average, and these are the kind of pitchers that, or excuse me, the type of hitters that pitchers hate. Girls that just keep putting the bat on the ball and knocking it foul.
Well, she doesn't have to throw one down in the middle of the plate. She's still ahead of the count with only 1 ball.
This would be a good spot for Ash's curveball.
Changes speeds a little bit.
Yeah.
Now leaving
Ash
the count of 2
doesn't like
and 2.
to throw the changeup if she doesn't have to. She's a power pitcher. She likes to throw it hard, then harder. Got a good drop curve. She doesn't use it often. Her best pitches are a curve and a screwball from what I've seen.
And another foul. I tell you what, I don't know if you've noticed, it's woken up both stands. Kind of a little quiet here so far. Everybody kind of holding their breath, waiting for something to happen. But this pitcher battle that we got going on has got both sides. Springboro and Colerain fans up on their feet, anticipating something happening right here.
Climb the ladder.
Sets up outside and a little too far. Ashley Roberts wanted that one, but doesn't get the call. That'll bring the count to full. Takes a little bit off, and it's hit up the middle. Makes the tag at second, and only one out.
Ooh. The umpire called the runner out at second, and I believe Haley Curtis missed the tag.
Well, we don't know. Ziegler doesn't like the call.
Did they call it? Wait, that's only 2 outs, isn't it?
I think the runner at first walked off the first base. Not really sure what's going on here.
Second.
No, they called her out at second.
Yeah, but no, okay. They called her out at second.
But then the runner at first walked off the bag. Okay,
wow.
Thanks for the people in the truck. They also called him out at first. They called that a double play.
Okay, we're going to call it as we saw it. Haley misses the tag. Yeah, the first base umpire rings her up. Wow. Wow.
Yes, he does.
Oh.
Colerain might have caught a break right there.
There's no question. That's a 4-3 double play. And that'll do it for Springboro in the top of the third.
And we're having a meeting with the officials. The Springboro coach does not want them to take the field right now. He's asked for the umpires to come together to see if somebody else got a better angle. But
well, the second base umpire.
Who's got a better angle at first base than the first base umpire?
The umpire at second, it's not his call for first. The first base umpire had the call. It's the wrong call. We talked about that at the top of the broadcast. We're rooting for Colerain. That's who we are, but we'll call them like we see them. And I thought that both runners were safe. I thought Haley missed the tag at the runner going to second.
And that one's hard to see.
The first is late. And you know, it's tough to tell from the angles that we have, but I thought that she is pulling the ball out with her right hand as she touches her with the glove.
It's hard to tell.
It's hard to. It really is hard to tell.
But the play at first is really not even close.
Yeah, it's not. And we're going to have.
Now we're calling the coaches over.
So is the umpire at first being overruled by a home plate umpire or third base umpire?
It's only speculation. I'm trying to do a little lip reading.
I don't think Coach Billstrom's going to like this, and I'm pretty sure the Colerain faithful won't like it, but if that's the call that they make, it's the right call. Colerain's in the dugout with their batting helmets on, getting ready to take their swings, but some indecision. This is where we need a sideline reporter for softball and baseball. Actually, we need one for football too.
You know what? This is a long discussion. You know, as an umpire, you always say you're not always right, but you're never wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you allow yourself to get overturned, which he is going to be talking, which is the right call. Normally, you do not see an umpire let himself get overruled, and there's nothing wrong with that, but they get this right, and they'll put the runner back on first base, put Colerain back on the field, and put 2 outs back on the board.
And we flip my scoreboard back over and readjust my scoreboard. So instead of a 4-3, it'll be a fielder's choice. Top of the third still.
So they're going to allow Ashley Roberts to get a few more warm-up pitchers because she came off the mound. But I say, as bad as the call was, and as normally, as I said, the umpires don't like to be overruled, they made the right decision right there.
Yes, they did.
And that's all you want to see, especially when you're here in a district championship. You want to let the play on the field decide the ending of the game.
Absolutely.
And I tell you what, listen to these fans here. They woke up here. 2 outs, runner at first.
And the leadoff hitter, Regal, is up for Springboro.
And first pitch is a little high.
She took a called strike 3 in the first inning.
This top of the lineup for the Springboro Panthers, all dangerous hitters.
They're all pesky hitters, too. If your number 9 hitter is going to battle like that, that says a lot about the strength of your lineup.
So Ashley Roberts falls behind 2-0. There, she battles back 2-1. Fouled back by Courtney Regal.
Nice pitch.
Wow. He does not like that spot. That's a strike. But he has not called that all game. That's a strike. So that'll put it down 3-1. Runner at first base with 2 outs. And that one's right down the middle of the plate to bring the count to 3-2. So this is the action pitch.
Yep, runner on first will be taken off.
And that's ball 4. Couldn't get her chase the high pitch. That'll move the runners to first and second.
Now batting for the Panthers, number 21,
Riley Curtis coming to the plate, looking to do some damage for the Panthers.
She's a slapper and bunter. Let's see if they have her trying to put more pressure on the defense. In her last at bat, she popped up a bunt to Katie Homer at third.
But, you know, as Colerain, you're playing for 1 out. The runners mean nothing. You get a slap hitter, just go after her. Just make the one play. Nope, he called that a strike. He takes a long time to call that. It's driving me nuts.
You got to listen for the call. I actually heard the I wasn't sure until I saw the right arm go up.
Swings right through that for strike 2. She was definitely looking to slap the opposite way.
Don't waste one here, Ash. Come get her. Come get her. This would be a good spot for her screwball. And that's
going outside,
exactly
nice battle. Fouls off a pitch. That ball was breaking outside. Couldn't let it go. That was close enough to swing.
Yeah.
Couldn't get a lot of it, but she just poked it to the right side.
That's the pitch that Ash likes to throw to slap hitters because it just tails away from them as they're running towards the plate or running towards the circle.
Runner was a third, and there's no play, nobody there. Here comes the throw to the plate. She didn't, and that's the first run of the ball game.
They executed a double steal. Gabby came up firing the third. Nobody was home at third base. Uncharacteristic.
So Kiara Jones was there to back it up, but didn't have the gun. An accurate throw, but nice speed. Springboro manufactures the first run of this very strange inning.
Gabby Hogle does her job. She comes up and throws to the base, but there's nobody there. She went. She offered on that. I don't think she pulled the bat back, but no strike call. Gabby should probably.
Well, it's one of those.
Hogle should probably appeal to the third base umpire to see if there was a swing there.
Bring it up 2-2. 2 outs, runner on third.
Let's get out of this, Ash, with only 1 run scoring.
Bunt is foul.
And a slap bunt. Ask if that was a bunt. That was a bunt attempt.
If that was a bunt attempt, that should be strike 3.
And
they are calling her out.
That was not a slap. That was a run-up bunt. Good call by the first base umpire.
She did not bring the bat head around. She squared up and left the bat stationary. So a strange ending to a strange inning.
Wow.
Springboro breaks the seal and gets the first run of the game in the top of the third here, 1-0.
And that will go down as Ashland's second K of the game. Colerain, a little unfortunate there with the, but give Springboro credit. They took advantage of the extra out. They got another base runner on. Ash couldn't find the plate, and then Gabby comes up with, unfortunately Gabby's going to get the throwing error there, but it was a beautiful throw to third base. It just wasn't anybody home.
Well, they were drawn in because we had the slap hitter. Shortstop has got to, it's tough. They got to get there quick. but they've got to stay just in case she slaps it. And she has shown that she wanted to go to that left side of the infield.
Yep. And that's why you hit a slap hitter in the 2-hole.
Yep.
Just so they get up with runners on base, so you could take advantage of being able to do a little bit of things with runners.
But with 2 outs, you almost got to eat that pitch and hang on to it. Don't make that throw.
And it was instinctive for Gabby.
Yeah, you're playing for 1 out of bat. But then again, you want your players, at this point, your catcher, to be aggressive and make every play she thinks she can make. So
yeah, I don't believe that 1 run's going to win this game, so it's forget about it and move on, and let's take our hacks. Beckelheimer, Curtis, and Hain for the Cardinals. 3 very fast runners. Colerain's City Beckelheimer is also a slap hitter, so.
Slap hitter from the left side. She's got wheels.
And she has wheels. Get her on base and get Haley up and get runners on base for Roberts and Hogle, and this could be a big inning for Colerain. Not predicting it, but it could be.
1 at a time, 1 pitch at a time, 1 out at a time, 1 bat at a time. Got to get runners on to get them in.
1 hot dog at a time. Wait a minute. We don't have a concession stand here today. I'm needing a hot dog. Beckelheimer 256 on the season with a double and 7 RBI.
Now, good to see her back on the field as we see strike 1. She had a broken finger early in the year. Compound fracture.
Yeah.
Wasn't pretty, but she's back here playing. Slatton likes the call. She's smiling out there, enjoying it, and she slaps to the left side, fouls out and back, strike 2. So ahead of the count, 0-2 is Lauren Powell. Beckelheimer showing she's not an easy out. There's 9 batter of Springboro started off the action for them. See if the 9 batter here for Colerain can get something going. He hasn't called that all game. If you look down here, Beckelheimer still has that finger on her, it's on her right hand, her lead hand taped together. So she really can't grip that bat if you see her. She's only got 2 fingers she's not using on that left hand, and she slaps it to the first baseman, who bobbles a little bit. Plenty of time, puts it down in front of her. Nice play by Claudia Ziegler there at first.
Back to the top of the order with Haley Curtis, who had a single to center field in her first at bat.
And now, don't normally get this during our softball broadcast, usually during football, but we got a email from Brandon, who was listening on the other side of town at a graduation, and he was curious about how Colerain got 50 runs. But thanks, Brandon, for listening. That was a technical area. Colerain has no runs and actually down 1-0, but thanks for listening, and hopefully your Cardinals can come back here.
Hi, Brandon.
And Haley Curtis drops another one in, and she goes hard. 2 for 2 is Curtis. I tell you, she didn't smoke that ball. She didn't get all of it, but she fights it off, gets enough of it to drop into right field.
That's frustrating when you make your pitch as a pitcher and the hitter's able to muscle it. And Morgan Hain also had a beautiful bunt single in the first inning.
The perfect bunt in the first inning.
And she's got tremendous wheels, and be looking for her to probably do the same thing
and
here.
She'll bunt either line, third baseman way in, but she'll drag the ball down the first base line. And this time, a little low. Catcher has a little bit of trouble with it, but he keeps it in front.
She pulled back in time, so it's a 1-ball count.
Amanda Thornton makes a good play to keep the runner at first. Just inside. That's one of those, you got to take one for the team there. Pretend to get out of the way, take that one off the hip. So, Powell down 2 balls, no strikes, runner at first.
Probably will take
out.
a strike.
And there's another perfect bunt.
Got it.
Undefendable. Undefendable. I mean, absolutely perfect.
Can't coach that. That's
the
beautiful.
dirt is a little bit powdery here, and she puts it down the first base line, and it just dies. And she's at first base even before they pick up the batter. So
Ashton Roberts struck out swinging in her first at bat after fouling off many pitches hard down the left field line. They were consistent with working her inside. And there's the outside corner. Won't give you the inside corner, but he'll give you everything off the outside part. Hey, as long as he's consistent,
yeah, he's been very consistent.
That's all that matters.
Haven't agreed with that inside corner, but he's called up for both teams.
Absolutely. Ash waits on the
right back. I got this one. Oh.
Dive on the equipment.
Almost had it.
Did you see me?
I almost had it.
I almost moved.
Ashton Roberts down.
2 strikes here, right?
2 strikes.
Or 1 strike. 2 strikes. Let me change the board.
Goes way outside.
They need Hogle and Roberts here to come up big. This is called the Meter Colerain's offense. Their top 5 or 6 hitters are where Colerain has done a lot of damage this year.
Yeah, but with Lauren Powell on the mound, she's kept these Cardinals in check. And Roberts rips one past the shortstop. Outfielder makes a good play and throws it home, but it's not going to get him at the plate, and Colerain ties this ball game up. Ashlyn Roberts helps herself with a solid single. We watched the replay here. She got all the 1-2 pitch right past the shortstop. Good throw in at the plate, but Hen can run.
I think we're going to get a pinch runner here.
Excuse me, that was Curtis that ran, not Hen. So Hen is still at second base.
Curtis scored. Hain is at second. And Ash is on first. And I think we're getting a runner for the pitcher here, so she can sit in the dugout and hydrate. And
so it looks like trying to get the number there. Is that Ruff?
I don't know who they're putting in. Right now, Ash is still at first. Yep, we're going to get a courtesy runner. And I can't. Waiting to see. And there goes Ash off the field, and here it goes. Demaya.
Is that Demaya Ruff?
Demaya Ruff. To run for Ashlyn Roberts. Gabby's still looking for that tying home run. Not that I'm begging here.
Well, tying for the school record, but if she blasts one here, it gives the Colerain a lead. I'll tell you what, you got Ruff can run at first base. You got a lot of wheels, so you'll just take a base hit. And Gabby gets a little out ahead.
A little out in front of that. Nice change-up.
Swing, 175-foot foul ball. She's got
That was
power.
a nice change-up.
Well, you want to do that.
Had Gabby out in front. And
that's a great pitch by Lauren Powell. You got a power hitter up there, likes to hit the fastball. You're going to change her up, try to keep her off balance, not set her feet.
Well, Gabby likes the ball on the outer part of the plate. She likes to drive it to right center field. Big
gap out in right center.
Ball a little bit too high.
Yeah, right fielder way on the line here, Al. If she likes right center field, it is
it's open.
Big alley there.
Gabby would probably get a double out of that.
Lauren Powell takes the count to 1-1, 1 out, runner at first and second. Abby gets under that one. It's going to be foul, but playable. And the runners will advance.
Nice throw.
Nice throw, but she's safe in there. It's a Grace Yoder, the left fielder for Springboro Panthers.
Nice
runs down the foul ball here. Yeah, we see here on the replay, Al. I mean, she gets out there and she's pretty good distance, makes a play, sets her feet, and brings a laser to third base. But that's Morgan Hain at second base. She's not going to be thrown out too much. She can motor, so. Katie Homers, runner at second and third. Just a single here.
Another RB opportunity for Katie. She came on with 2 runners on in second, third, and first inning with 2 outs and popped up to the catcher. Another opportunity for the senior.
Catcher does a good job. That one almost popped out of her glove. The way Hain runs, she could have scored, but Homer lays off the Lauren Powell pitch.
Nice pitch.
Homer taking off a little bit. She wasn't ready for that change-up there. She was sitting straight fastball. Kind of got her to flex her knee, but not to swing.
Yeah. I've learned in high school ball, if you just sit on a fastball, you will get one eventually. But you have to be able to hit it in the location that the pitcher puts it. Rolling outside with that one.
Yep. Keeping the ball down away from the power of Homer.
Grace on deck for the Cardinals.
Counts 2-1, 2 outs, runner at second, third. We're all tied up here in the bottom of the third.
Come on, Katie, find a hole out there.
A little chin music. Lauren Powell said the inside of the plate is mine.
I'm wondering if Powell is pitching around Katie here, or if she's just struggling with the control a little bit.
You got first base open. She's a dangerous hitter. You want to get her to hit your pitch. Oh, she just missed that one. And she knew it right away.
Yep. Well, and we have been told that foul ball did not hit us out here, but hit the truck behind us. I'm wondering, I can only imagine that Tony was diving outside of the truck to try to make the catch.
So that'll bring the count 3-2.
Come on, Katie. Full count.
Lauren Powell sets.
Oh,
pulled the string. A beautiful pitch.
Yep.
Changed speeds and had the dangerous homer way out ahead.
Yep.
I tell you what, that's why she's pitched 124 innings, and that's why she's got the strikeout she does.
Yep.
A perfect strike. Even if she hits that, she's not going to hit it hard. She was sitting fastball. Got to give it up to the pitcher here for the Panthers.
But give it up to Colerain. They had an inning where they gave up a run on an error and some small ball and one of perhaps the most bizarre innings I've ever been around in softball. With everybody off the field and then the umpire being overruled and bringing the kids back in out of the dugout to retake the field. So give Colerain credit for bouncing back and tying the game up.
Yeah, but give the umpires credit on that. They got it right.
Yeah, they got it right.
They got it right.
It's still bizarre, but they did get it right. It'll be Thornton, Minert, and Powell in the top of the fourth for the Springboro Panthers.
Or in the power part, the meat of the lineup here for the Panthers.
Thornton grounded out the third in her first at bat. Minert grounded out the first, as did Powell.
She said Thornton brings the power from the Springboro Panthers. 4 home runs on the year. All the home runs for this team is by this catcher. And I tell you what, we got an exciting game right here.
District Championship softball on a Saturday afternoon. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
No place I'd rather be. Memorial Day weekend in softball. Nice inside pitch.
Buster in the hands. I think that was a screwball you were talking about earlier.
Yep.
That'll go away from the left-hand batter, but that'll jam up the right-handed batter.
Exactly. And if you are watching on live right now, and we hope that you are having a safe Memorial Day holiday. And nice
Squares the bunt. There's Homer again. And Colerain is showing they get a defense. I tell you what, when you got your number 4 hitter with 4 home runs bunting, you cannot get comfortable sitting on the corners here at Colerain. They are making them feel it, and Colerain so far, all but one has made the plays.
Now batting for Springboro, number 19, Brooke Menard.
So that'll bring up Brooke Minert.
Ground ball to Ashland. I'm sorry, Ashland. This is
another bunt.
This was the little bouncer back towards Ash, who she came off to her right out of the circle, fielded from her knees, and threw a strike to Haley Curtis covering first to get the first out of the second inning.
Takes a little one off and just pops it up. Morgan Haynes there for the second out of the inning. Here comes the opposing pitcher to the plate, trying to help herself get something started with 2 outs. Lauren White Shoes Powell.
Did you get my Reno Hightower reference?
Yes, I did.
Chance?
Yes, I
did.
did.
For the youngins out there, there is a bad football movie.
It's a great. I wouldn't call it a football movie. Football is in the movie, but yeah.
The best of times, it was about football. It was about reliving your high school days and playing a game of football. And Kurt Russell's character, Reno Hightower, was known for wearing the white cleats. And then he breaks them out in a muddy game that you can't really tell that they're white at all, but they made a big deal about it. And there's your useless international database of movies information for your Saturday afternoon. I believe Robin Williams was also in that movie.
Yep. Second pitch in on the corner, but as I said, that's the same spot that he hasn't called all day, and that might have been a little bit farther inside than the other ones.
I believe that pitch was a setup pitch.
Think she's going back outside here, even to count at 1-1 with 2 outs, no runners on.
I believe that was a setup pitch. She's going to get her with something high or something outside. Yeah, she did come back with the high fastball. Powell's very patient at the plate. But you know what? Give Powell credit. She knows the strike zone as well as anybody. She's been pitching to it for the last 4 innings. So she's got a good eye of what she can let go and what she has to swing at.
Hits the ball up the middle, just a little around there. Hang takes it. Ortega first. 1-2-3 for the Springboro Panthers. I'll tell you what, we're seeing some good softball for a 1-1 game here and almost to the middle of the game. I'll tell you what, we're seeing defense, we're seeing pitching. We're not seeing a lot of strikeouts. I mean, the batters are doing their job. It's just going to take that one big inning.
Right. And we watched Colerain a lot this year up at the high school and a couple other places. And their defense at times has been an Achilles heel. As a team, they've had some issues with but today they're playing sharp. You could tell that they've worked hard. They've gotten better, and their defense has been their strong suit today. Even the throw that Gabby threw in the left field was was right on the bag. That girl is out if there's somebody there to get the throw.
I think a lot of teams struggled early with defense with the wet spring that we had.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't until the season started until a lot of these teams could actually get on the field and out of the gym.
Right.
So it takes a while, and you had a lot of new starters, so they worked their way in. They made some adjustments to the thing, but they didn't have a lot of preseason practice.
Right, and let me reiterate or expand upon something I was talking about, that throw to third base. That's not Katie Homer's fault. She's guarding against the slap hitter. She's coming in on the base, and then they pulled the double steal. Give Springboro credit for running that play.
It's a play called by Springboro, and that's what they baited Colerain to do.
Absolutely, and Gabby's just doing her, just reacting to the play. And
you don't have to keep apologizing just because she's your neighbor.
No, but
I know.
But Katie's
right.
grandmother is. I see her at church every Sunday, and I don't want her to yell at me because she can be very, very scary. Hi, Pat.
And that's what's fun. The schools allow us to do what we do here with Waycross, and we have a little bit of fun. But you got to remember, we're dads ourselves. You've got one coming up through the system. I have one that graduated from Colerain. We played against Fairfield. In the area, so we're dads, we're coaches, but then again, we're fans of the game.
Oh, absolutely. We're definitely fans. I'm definitely a fan of this game. Outside of football, this is even though we do basketball, and I love basketball, this has become my second favorite sport behind football.
So leading off for the Colerain Cardinals, it is tied 1-1 as Grace Crumpack. Lauren Powell still on the mound for the Panthers.
I have Grace with a fly out to left field in her last at bat.
And I tell you what, she's gone more to this changeup. Yeah. She's got these Colerain hitters out ahead, and Powell is going changeup, and really to start the bat and to end the bat. I mean, she's really mixing her speeds well.
What we talked about at the top of the show, she is, I didn't want to say junk ball pitcher, because when you think about that in baseball, you mean somebody that get down.
Right field and makes a play. A nice one. She got as much as she could out of that, but that was Brooke Hetman out in right field and making the play.
But no, we talked about it, that she's going to survive on hitting spots and throwing and changing speeds, and she's done a tremendous job of that. Where Colerain has had their most success is when they were able to play small at the top of the order with Morgan Haynes. Morgan Haynes has been the catalyst right now.
Really?
I mean, Haley Curtis.
You take the bunts out, really the only solid hit was Ashley Roberts.
Yeah.
The one that got the run for the Colerain. Nobody else has really hit it on the screws as Ortega fouls that first one back. Ortega swings the one that might have been a little outside, chases the fastball.
Ortega struck out swinging in the second inning. Has home run power.
And she gets this one, but it's just a long foul ball.
Long strike. Almost had it.
This time she was sitting on the changeup.
Yep. And I think the Colerain hit, and I think your approach, if you're a Colerain hitter, sit on the changeup and adjust to her fastball. Her fastball is not overpowering that you can't foul it off. But you can wait on the changeup. You have a better opportunity to drive a ball into the gap or hit it harder. And she waited on that changeup, but
it's got a little bit of room into the Springboro. Ooh, a little too close for that stroller for me.
Yep.
But nothing hurt there. Ortega keeps battling. Powell keeps throwing. Still 0-2. And it's a Colerain chorus wakes up in the dugout. That's one thing. A baseball team in a dugout is usually quiet, but the chanting with the girls keeps everything lively. And she comes with a fastball on the outside corner and blows it right past Ortega.
That's not a bad at bat, though. She waited on her changeup and tried to adjust her fastball. And with what she has, I think that's my opinion is the correct approach to attack Powell here. If you're on the Colerain offensive side, is you want to sit on that changeup.
Kiki Jones steps to the plate for the Colerain Cardinals with 2 outs.
Jones fouled out to first base in the second inning. Did I hit the truck? I don't know.
No, went over top of us. We're directly behind, but and you watch again on that swing. Had her out on her front foot. She got a piece of that, but they haven't hit the middle of the ball because they can't keep their feet set. I'd
like to see Kiki get on base here and see if we can flip the order over to go into the 5th.
Works the outside. He's called that one.
He has. It's not a strike, but he's consistent to call it a strike. On our vantage point from right over the plate, I saw that one looked like it was in the other batter's box.
Yeah, that was good. That was good here, Al. I got it.
You got it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So Powell delivers to the same spot.
No one in.
Amanda Thornton behind a plate wanted that. She was almost ready to celebrate, but he has not called that left side of the plate inside strike all day. Tries to hit the same spot. Nope.
2-2.
And I tell you what, it's funny to watch the battle here between Roberts and Powell. Roberts is an intensive pitcher I've ever seen at the girls' level. Powell's laughed that last pitch off of the umpire. Got a big smile on her face. Just 2 different approaches, both of them effective.
Yep. We've watched her warm up before the game, and she was dancing to the music that was playing, and just carefree.
To each his own. Stay relaxed, stay loose, play your game.
It must be the white shoes.
Or get fired up, get fierce, and blow them,
I'm going to say it's the shoes.
It's the shoes. And there's that changeup to end the inning. Colerain goes down in the bottom of the 4th. We're still knotted up at 1-1 here at Joe Nuxhall Stadium in Fairfield, Ohio, the Southwest District Championship.
The 5th strikeout for Powell in this ball game.
And again, this broadcast is being brought to you by Waycross Community Media. Thank you, everybody, at Waycross, all the volunteers that help us showcase our student athletes from Colerain, not only Colerain, but from all the schools in the area. And if you like what you're seeing and want to be part of a future broadcast, you see Al and I can do it, so anybody can. So that's www.waycross.tv. And I tell you what, you could
there it is, right there on the screen.
Help out with a future broadcast or even create one of your own. You can also call 513-825-2429. Thank you, Tony Suarez and everybody from Waycross Community Media.
I wonder if I can, if I write my own music video,
yes,
Waycross would let me do that.
Yes. As we hear from the truck, absolutely.
Absolutely. I'd have to have some musical talent and some gumption for that to happen.
No. Have you seen some of the community access television programs? You don't need talent. You just need airtime.
We should film ourselves playing Rock Band.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
So here we come up. Top of the 5th. Grace Yoder will lead off for the Panthers. Ashley Roberts still on the mound.
Yep. Yoder, Schumacher, and Ziegler. Sounds like a law firm.
To the left side and takes it back.
I think that's the law firm. I think we have our own Yoder, Schumacher, and Ziegler coming up here for Springboro. Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis, you have nothing on that.
Yoder doing a little landscaping there, getting her feet set.
Yep. Looks like she's looking for a good run up here.
That ball's hit right up the middle. Knocked down, nice attempt here by center fielder, but couldn't come up with the play, and that drops in. First solid hit for the Panthers. Beckelheimer came diving in. That ball was kind of tailing away and falling off, a little knuckleball out there. She does everything she can and does the right thing by keeping the ball in front. Give up the one hit, but don't give her a second base on that one.
Really the first hard hit ball that Roberts has given up in this game. And Springboro will be off to the races. They play small, they play fast.
Squares the bunt and bunts down the first base line. There's no play. Ash Roberts makes the first one, but that'll move the runner over to first.
We'll call that a sacrifice bunt.
She does her job, does Schumacher, and gets the runner over. So with one out.
It's Ziegler and Walker left to get the run in.
Panthers now have the go-ahead run at second base with one out.
Ziegler walked in the third inning.
She squares the bunt. It's fielded by the first baseman.
Smart play by Ortega.
If you've got the time, don't take the risk of a throw, because you can make a throw and you got to trust somebody to make the catch. She's right there in front of you.
You can make that tag, and then you've got the play in front of you to look the runner back at third. That's a very smart play.
But I tell you what, there's the designated hitter who battled Ashley Roberts to everything she had her last at bat.
She scored the run.
Go ahead, run at third. Two outs. Roberts gets her to ground to second base. Curtis takes it to Ortega, and the threat is stalled. So here we go, bottom five. I'll tell you what, these fans are getting their money's worth here, and thanks to everybody online. If you're listening, I'll tell you what, you're seeing a great pitcher's duel right here.
Absolutely.
We're in the bottom of the fifth, 1-1.
Beckelheimer, Curtis, and Hain for the Colerain Cardinals.
See, this is where Colerain can do its damage. That's three speedsters that you can get on their hair.
Just get somebody on in front of Roberts and Hogel, and
they only delivered one time. Curtis has been on base both times he's been up.
As has Hain.
Yep.
As has Hain. Both of them have gone back-to-back with the singles. Hain's bunting's been deadly so far in this game, and Curtis, well, she's pretty good.
But the Springboro Panther defense and pitching, they're here for a reason.
Yep. At 20-6 in the G-Walk is nothing to shake your head at. 7-3 in the same division of Lebanon. They had some close games against competition. They beat some teams that Colerain lost to, and vice versa. And it's a good softball team. Different philosophies, though. It looks like Springboro wants to play a little bit more small throughout their lineup. Colerain will play small at the bottom third to the top third and try to get people on base in front of Roberts, Hogel, Homer, and Crumpack.
Well, as a coach, you adjust to the talent you have. Yep. You don't always have that big girl that can drive the ball and a lot of power. And there's a lot of athleticism from what I've seen at every position here for the Springboro Panthers. So, do what got you there.
Absolutely.
Moving off for Colerain, number 2, Sydney Beckelheimer.
Come on, Sid. Get it started here, kid.
I don't know if our cameraman can get that good of a shot, but if you get right hand of Beckelheimer, she's coming back from a compound fracture of her pinky, and she's got that all taped up. Yep. So she's legitimately up there swinging the bat one-handed.
And I'm sure it's got a sting, but give the young lady credit. Yep. There's that outside corner.
She does not like that left side of the plate.
Yeah.
Hate to sound repetitious, but the pitchers keep hitting that spot, and he keeps making the same call.
Hey, and both of these pitchers are good enough to keep hitting that spot.
Yep. Now ball up in the zone.
Wow.
It
had to have been high because that was right over the heart of the plate.
Beckelheimer, not the tallest girl on the team, but that ball was up.
That was a strike to everybody else in the lineup except for maybe Sid.
Yeah, ball's up in the zone too.
Come on, Sid.
So that bring the count to 3-0. Your leadoff hitter.
Speaking of Joe Nuxall, it's time for me to start rooting. It's 2 balls, 1 strike.
Okay, I missed one there. I'm sorry.
First pitch was a strike, next 2 with a ball.
Fouls that one back to even the count 2-2.
Excuse me.
Al sets. Oh, he called it. He finally called one. I'm not saying that wasn't a strike, but she hits that spot on the outside as we look in the replay, and that's the same pitch. I don't know.
It's a strike, but that's the first time he's called it.
Yeah, I don't know.
On that corner.
He did it without hesitation, so yeah. Whatever. Try not to sound like a homer. But
I'm telling you, Brian, we are.
But you know
homers.
what? That's a left-handed batter, though.
We are homers, Brian.
And Curtis comes up trying to keep her perfect day going. She's 2 for 2 so far.
I'll call it like I see it, but I'm still rooting for Colerain. I don't deny it. Curtis 2 for 2, a base hit to center and a base hit to right. And a run scored.
Just misses her off to the right field line. Goes 0-2.
There's a lot of foul territory down the lines here.
Hey, no extra base hits for either one of these teams today. Lots of bunts, a couple singles.
Curtis is #1 on the team and #2 in the GMC in stolen bases for the Cardinals this season.
And she drills that one, nice play right at Courtney Regal. I'll tell you what, that's a great 2-strike swing, and she hit it on the money. But Courtney Regal is there right at her and knocks it down.
I'm pretty sure Morgan is up here to do one thing, and as you can see, Springboro brings in their second baseman now.
To cover that first base
area. The first baseman's not going to come in on this play, so Morgan ideally wants to drop the bunt if she does lay it down to first base line. She wants to make second baseman.
She's not bad at pulling that back and slapping it too. That leaves a big hole up the middle if you can get the ball past the pitcher.
And now, and second baseman backs up a little bit. Maybe they're waiting to see what Morgan squares, and she does. Fouls it out of play.
Started running before she made contact there. Second baseman, actually, the adjustment in the defense will get in the head of the batter sometime. So even the count of 1-1. We're here at the bottom of the 5th inning, 2 outs. And that one's high and outside.
Hain also 2 for 2, as we talked about Haley Curtis being 2 for 2. They've been the catalyst for the Colerain offense in this ball game. Colerain had a rally in the first inning that fell short.
Oh, shows the bunt. Nice eye, pulls it back, takes the pitch for a ball. It's 3-1 with 2 outs. You know, you're hitting a strike right here. Base runner will take it. Lauren Powell's cannot afford.
I'm guessing with Roberts and Hogue on deck.
She looks at ball 4.
Wow.
Don't know if she took that on or coach had her call that one, but she has a good eye and gives a base runner coming into the meat of the lineup here. Ash Roberts. Has the only RBI for the Colerain Cardinals. Last time up, hit a shot past the shortstop.
Get one in the gap here, and you'll score Morgan from first.
A single, yeah, you're absolutely correct, Al. Morgan Hain also a threat to run at any time.
Yep.
She's so Amanda Thornton behind the plate. Got to keep an eye on her.
She's starting with the sprinter start at first base, which is a start that not a lot of coaches have employed, but when you got speed like Morgan does, you want to give her that extra step.
Tries to work the outside, gets a called strike. I tell you, the Colerain girls on the bench are, I don't know if, she hits it hard past the third baseman. Nobody covering third. And aggressively, and Roberts goes into second.
Give her a double on that.
So that ball was hit hard, but I guess that hit the glove, so I'll score that an error on the third baseman.
That ball was smashed.
The speed of Hain gets her. Morgan
everybody went to chase the ball into foul territory, and it left nobody covering third base.
Shortstop, third baseman, left fielder were all there, but even if somebody did cover, the speed of Hain, it took them a while to get there.
And we're going to have another courtesy runner for the pitcher. But everybody went to go get the foul ball, and that left third base uncovered for just a moment, and that allowed Hayne, who was off and running with her good speed, to come all the way around to third base, and Ashton took second as the throw went into third base. And we're going to have
Maya Ruff is going to run for it.
All right. And with 2 outs, 2 runners on scoring position for the RBI. I want to double check that. I think I had her listed as the RBI leader, but I want to double check that. Yep, the RBI leader in the GMC steps to the plate with 2 ducks on the pond. Quack, quack.
Working her outside, doesn't get the call. You know, she doesn't need to knock it out of the park. She just needs a single. Lauren Powell looking to shut down the Cardinals here, threatening in the bottom of the 5th. Outside again, not going to give her anything really to hit. Good scouting maybe by these coaches.
Yep.
Got to work the corners, try to get them to hit the pitchers. You've got first base open. And yeah, that's exactly.
This is an unintentional, intentional walk. But Gabby, if she doesn't get it far enough outside, don't be surprised if Gabby pokes it in the right center. Hopefully not right, but right center. And ball 4.
That's ball 4 out there. So that'll load the bases. Bring up Katie Homer.
Katie Homer has been on base, or been up now twice with runners on second and third twice, and now with the bases loaded.
So what you're saying, she's due.
She's due. That home run that we talked about earlier would be nice here. And we're going to have a pinch runner, and I believe that is Savannah running for Colerain to run for Gabby Hogel. I gotta make sure I have my rosters correct because that would come in handy.
We've got bases loaded, 2 outs, bottom of the 5th.
Come on, Katie.
No place.
Yes, I am rooting for you.
No place to hit to put Homer, so you know she's going to see some strikes. She ripped it hard right at the first baseman. He gets away, tries to make the play. There's nobody there.
There's nobody there. There's going to be more runs scored. That's in the dugout. That's out of play.
It might be out of play. It might be in play.
And the umpire here is on it out of play, and he's going to put more. He's going to put Savannah back at third, I think, because the ball did go out of play.
So as you set out, she was due, and she hit that on the screws, too hot to handle. There by the infielder. Tries to, fumbles it a little bit. Shortstop picks it up, throws it to first base, as we see in the replay. It's hit hard.
It was
knocks
a smash.
It down. It gets past her. Shortstop's okay. Can't get the runner in front of her, so she's going to get the runner at first.
Yeah, Katie's not the fastest runner.
But the first baseman was coming up to back up the plate to play it home.
Yep. And Springboro caught a break because the ball did go into the dugout. If that ball stays to the left of the dugout, Colerain scores another run on that. So I'm going to give that a infield base hit and a throwing error to allow the second run to score.
So Springboro's first mental mistake gives Colerain a 3-1 lead here at 2 outs. Looking to get more. Crumpack looks at it outside. Ball 1.
Break this game open here, Grace. You're due, kid.
Grace flied out the right fielder last at bat, if I'm correct.
Yep, she's got 2 flyouts. One to left, one to right. Low line drive base hit up the middle here.
Change up inside. Great pitch by Lauren Powell.
2-0.
Went outside, inside here, and just hit her froze. Way outside, nice play by Amanda Thornton.
Good ball.
With Ranz's speed at third base, if that ball got past her, she scores easy.
Yes, sir.
So that's 3-0. First base open. Nope.
Ball 4. Unless we missed a pitch somewhere.
I don't know. We're trusting the guys on the scoreboard.
There must have been a.
It's 3-1.
It's 3-1, but
he called one of those a strike.
Okay.
Oh, the one that caught her on the inside.
Okay, gotcha.
We got it.
Gotcha. All right.
So it's 3-1.
Just turn Grace loose here.
Swings through it. Evens the count.
All right.
Now we're full. 3-2. 2 outs. Runner at second and third. Colerain looking to continue this onslaught here in the bottom of the 5th, up 3-1. Grace Crumpack at the plate, Powell on the mound, and Crumpack wins that one. He fouls that one off. Lauren White-Shoes Powell looking to end this right here. And Crumpack says no.
Nice battle. No, thank you. Come on, Grace. Come on, kid.
There's that change up, and she's a little high. Good pitch, but just misses a little bit up. And you know what? Nothing hurt there. That sets up a forward at every bait with 2 outs, and that's going to bring up Michael Ortega,
who I've said earlier has home run power.
When she hits it, she hits it. Not the most patient hitter. She'll swing a lot of bad pitches, but she will not get cheated on a pitch either.
She's swinging hard. 2 strikeouts in this game for Michael, but she's been really close on a couple swings that she's just missed. Like
there
that
it is. Right up the middle, singles up the middle.
That's all right.
Coach Billstrom holds the runner at third, and that'll get one in. Michael Ortega does what she's supposed to do and adds to this lead of Colerain Cardinals. It's now 4-1 in the bottom of the 5th inning.
No, look at that. There was a pitch that was a fastball on the middle half of the plate, or the outer half middle of the plate.
She will hit fastballs.
And it was a fastball, and that's what she was sitting, dead red.
You got an aggressive hitter. You've got to change speeds on her a little bit here. Kiki Jones.
Keep it going.
And she hits one up the middle. Shortstop takes it, bobbles a little bit, but she's there to make the play. That's minor to Regal to end the inning. But not after the Colerain Cardinals battle back, take the lead in the bottom of the 5th. We're here at Joe Nuxall Stadium for Southwest District Championship. Colerain Cardinals with 2 innings left to play have the lead 4-1.
Big hit by Michael there, big hit. At the top of the order coming up for Springboro, Regal, Curtis, and Thornton. Yeah, we're going to do it. You're going to have to go through the meat of their order to get it done.
Yeah, don't take that. Yeah, that is a big hit by Ortega, because the way this team battling 1 run at a time, 1 run, and they scrap 1 or 2 runs, that's easier to make than a 3-1 lead.
Absolutely.
Especially the way Ashley Roberts had been pitching today.
And the key in all of that is that Colerain almost batted around. So when they come back up to hit in the 6th inning, it's going to be Beckelheimer, Curtis, and Hain again. So there's more opportunities to score and play add-on. Bottom of the order got it done in that inning. Colerain looking to reach the Sweet 16 for the first time since it achieved the state Final Four back in 2008. I think it was 2008. I'm getting old, my memory's going, but that team was anchored by a great pitcher in its own right, and Emily Schwabley, who had just finished up her career.
Number 2 up for Springboro.
Oh, sorry, that's Regal. I took Brian's lineup, guys, sorry.
I panicked. Roberts delivers, and that one's also up in the zone. 2 balls.
Ash coming out trying to overthrow a little bit. The first pitch sailed to the backstop. She needs to calm down and remember to stay tall, keep low, and drive through.
Right there, Regal stays aggressive, swings at the 2-0 pitch and fouls it off. We're at the top of the lineup, so if Springboro wants to do something, they got to get something started right here.
Regal has struck out and walked today. There were 2 plate appearances.
Ashton Roberts grips that one, shakes that one off.
doing her best Wild Thing impersonation. She's a little hyped up. She wants this game.
You get a little adrenaline pump from your team scoring a couple runs. You got to settle down and just throw strikes. That one's a little low and outside. So Springboro gets their leadoff runner on.
And here comes the very tough out. Riley Curtis, who has bunted 5 unassisted pop-up to Homer and struck out. Getting out here.
And there's an error by Franklin, making a run to third. Throw is there. Homer, no, can't hang on to it. Runner advances to second. Eat the ball, eat the ball, eat the ball. That's what they do.
And
so this time she pulls it towards Curtis at second base. Curtis might have been distracted by the runner in front of her, took her eye off, and got a kind of a bad hop. It gets past her.
Yeah, Haley was looking to make the tag before she had secured the ball and took her eye off the ball a little bit. That's what it looked like from here.
Yeah.
And she's done that all year long, where she's made a bunch of 4-3 double plays on plays just like that.
But when you get this soft powdery infield out there, that one rock.
Yeah.
At one rock, at times that last hop popped up her arm there.
Still had an opportunity to get Regal at third, but ball kicked away from Katie Homer.
Dirt, but
it was a tough play. And we got a timeout, and we're going to have a meeting at the circle with just the pitching coach. And
want to settle her down a little bit here. You're at the 3-4 spot for Springboro. As we said, this is the dangerous part in their lineup. Even though up and down the lineup they hit, this is their power right here. One swing of the bat, she's got 4 home runs already, does Amanda Thornton. So one swing of the bat could tie this up.
As dangerous as that might sound, Ash is capable of coming back and striking out the next 3 hitters just as easy. This is exciting.
It could happen.
I feel like I'm watching the College World Series on TV.
As I said, when we started this broadcast, whoever makes the least amount of mistakes. So far, they little mistakes by a couple players, and each team has taken advantage of it.
The Springboro crowd is getting loud over here to our left. This is a big at bat. Get an out. You can give up a run, but get an out.
And another timeout here called at the plate. She said earlier, Ashlyn Roberts
she's working a lot slower than
but Springboro has stepped out trying to break the rhythm a couple times.
Hogle getting the signal from the bench and
blows the first pitch past her, a fastball, strike one. Where's the
bunt? Take the out.
Oh, gotta get the out, girls. You gotta know right away before the play is made. If you get the bunt, you're going right away. If you're gonna go home, don't even look at the runner at first. So a mental mistake here by the Colerain Cardinals allows a run to score and allows the base runners all to be safe. So
that's twice that the home run leader for Springboro has dropped the bunt down.
They should, up and down the lineup. Everybody will bunt.
Right.
Forcing the defense to make the play in front of them. So that puts the tying run at first base.
Ash had a play at home, but I couldn't see if maybe there was nobody covering first. But if Gabby Hogle catches the ball, I think she's still safe.
She looked to make the play at first, in my opinion, and Gabby got her attention. If she had known before the play was made to go right home, she had her easy if she goes right away.
Right.
But
Either way.
Slight hesitation.
Right. Things might have been interesting here. Minert comes to the plate. She's got a ground ball back to Roberts and a pop up to the shortstop.
Kind of a delayed steal, trying to draw the throw. Colerain's not falling for it, but that will move the tying run to second base. No outs, second and third. Where's the bunt? There's a play at home. Go right away. Again, the hesitation by the Colerain player. But Homer, if she picks it up and goes directly to home, she's got her by 2 steps. But we said Springboro Panthers will manufacture runs, and they're doing it via the bunt. forcing the Colerain Cardinals, and you said it earlier, the Achilles heel of Colerain Cardinals has been their defense, but they've made the catches there. Those were mental mistakes.
These are all been mental mistakes. Right now, you're just trying to stem the tide. You just want to get an out.
Yeah,
if you give up the tie and run here, you give up the tie and run, but get an out. That's what.
How many strikeouts does Ashlyn have?
She just has 2 in this game.
Yeah,
but you're not going to get strikeouts when you're playing small ball.
Yeah, up and down the lineup. Yeah, up and down the lineup. She could use a strikeout here, but you said when you're bunting, it's easier to hit the ball, and they're forcing Colerain to make plays.
And you know, with all due respect to Lauren Slatton over at Oak Hills and to Jackie and her team, I'm stunned that nobody bunts more against Oak Hills. Against power pitchers, you should play a little bit more small. And, you know, it's not taking anything away from Lauren. If they're going to swing away, she's going to put you away. And I'd be if I'm Colerain, I absolutely positively have to expect the bunt here from Powell. If the out is going to be at home plate, then take the out at home plate. Don't hesitate. Make a play.
Well, as a coach, too, you got to convey that to your team.
Right.
You know, just you do it at the primary level. A ground ball hit to me, I'm doing this. A line drive hit to me, this. A pop-up hit to me,
right now, Powell's doing her best impersonation of a rain delay, getting her batting gloves on.
Yeah, Springboro has done that a lot.
Yeah, right, give him credit.
Stepping
Play mind games.
All timeouts, untying the shoes to tie the shoes, but that is the pitcher for the Panthers. White shoes,
look for the first
Powell.
pitch to be taken in a delayed steal here at second. They'll just take second base.
And again, they'll give him the run, but that'll put the tying run at third, the go-ahead run at second. Still no outs here in the top of the 6th. Okay, he called it a strike.
No, I heard that one.
He takes a long time for that one, but there was no doubt about that one. Strike 1. And the bunt's there to third. She's got to get the play at first, and she throws it away a little high. Colerain throwing the ball around. That will get the runner to second. A high throw to first base. Bad followed up by another bad throw to home. Colerain is hurting themselves with just not making the plays, but you know what? Springboro is doing what they do. Small ball, advancing the runner, just little play after little play, and then just out-executing the Colerain Cardinals at this point.
Give Springboro credit for committing to the small ball game and not letting up on it.
Well, it's huge, too. They're coming off. Colerain scored 3 big runs in that inning, and they didn't quit. They come back, you score 3, we'll score 4, and they might not be done here.
Yep.
So we get a pinch runner. Jordan Hansen's going to come in the ball game to run for Powell. As again, we still don't have an out. Now, we've already had 1 mound visit, so we're not going to see the
I don't think.
Colerain coaches come back to try to settle down their pitcher. And again, Springboro is going to retie his shoe.
It's Yoder.
So, no outs, runner on second. 4 in already this inning.
Probably as many errors. She's out.
It's a dead ball, yeah.
Dead ball, foul ball. Okay, she's in the box.
She made contact, she's still in the box when it hit her. Dead right there, good bunt.
It's a great bunt. She is in the box. Well, we had a better live vantage point to see that she was there. But again, committing to the bunt in the small game, it's worked very well, especially in this inning. Colerain, I have them for 4 errors in this inning.
Ortega takes charge there. Gets the first out of the inning. Colerain can exhale a little bit. It's not over with yet, but you got the first one. You need 2 more. 1 out, runner at second. I'll bring Blair Schumacher. As we saw, we're getting to the bottom of the lineup. Not an easy out up and down this lineup. They will slap, they will bunt, and they've shown it so far. Don't expect them to change. First pitch might have been a little high. Misses inside, ball 2. Don't want to make a mistake here, but you still have room for her at first base.
Yeah.
Roberts brings the strike. Okay. Fouls it back by Schumacher.
Schumacher 0 for 2 in this game. Actually, I take that back. 0 for 1. She had a sacrifice bunt in the 5th inning. And a pop up to Katie Homer at third. In third.
Pitches a little up in the zone.
I know,
3-1.
I know Gabby catches them at her head, but Gabby's also like 4'11". So that was belt high to the batter.
Schumacher's about the same height to Beckelheimer, though. Neither one of them that tall. Got that low stance trying to draw it.
Wow.
Not sure where that one was, but he calls it ball 4. But as I said, that just sets up the force around the infield. 1 out.
Ziegler had a sacrifice bunt also in the 5th inning. Got a runner to third in Yoder, but she was left stranded when Walker grounded out to second.
Gets down to the third base post and he runs through.
This is a bunt. If this isn't a bunt, I don't know what is.
No, eat it. Yep. There you go. Good decision by Roberts. Ziegler pops it up. She gets it cleanly, but with the infield and everybody charging, there's nobody at the bases. So smartly hangs onto the ball, and that'll bring us back to the designated hitter.
Yep. The 9th player to hit in the inning for Springboro.
And Roberts looking to keep this. It's just a 1-run game. First pitch strike. Delivers just inside and low, evens the count at 1-1.
Walker has a run scored. Reached on the fielder's choice. Ground ball to second.
Ground ball to Hain at short. She throws it to Ortega, who makes the easy play. But after a big inning by the Cardinals, the Springboro Panthers battle back. You score 3, we'll score 4. So we're going to the bottom of the 6th. Colerain Cardinals 4, Springboro Panthers 5.
Well, we talked about it going into the top of that inning, that it was a good thing that Colerain had almost flipped their lineup over so they could have an opportunity to score again here in the 6th. So they had their big guns coming. And, well, now it's to play come from behind. Well, Beckelheimer, Curtis, and Hain here in the 6th.
I give Springboro credit there. They shut me up on that point. That doesn't happen often. I said going to that inning, that extra hit by Ortega gave them 3 runs, and that's, harder to get back than scrapping 1 runs. But, they proved me wrong, battled, dink, dunk, bunt, ran the bases, stole bases. Now they have the lead.
And all of that, and Colerain is still have an opportunity to win this ball game. I believe that the Cardinals will have their best opportunity coming up here in the bottom of the 6th as they'll flip it over to the top of their lineup. Beckelheimer can get on, she'd be the key. I wouldn't mind seeing Beckelheimer start off with not a slap, just drop a bunt as fast as she is. I think she has an opportunity, and it would surprise some people, I do believe.
Springboro's done a good job. I mean, Haynes had those 2 perfect which were undefended. I mean, Brooks Robertson probably couldn't have made that play.
No, I don't think so.
But
I agree.
But they've shown if you put them to the test, the hard hit balls between the third baseman and shortstop, you hit it hard. They've struggled fielding them today. So, but it definitely changed in the air here. When it was 1-1, everybody, both sides, everybody's kind of collectively holding their breath right here.
Colerain came up when Colerain took the 4-1 lead and Springboro came up. Springboro fans first batter, standing ovation, and started the cheering. And the Colerain softball crowd is looking much like the Colerain football and basketball crowd right now. Kind of hanging out and watching.
Oh, first pitch.
Strike, ball, what happened? I'm assuming that was a ball because he never raised the right hand, but
he got stepped on by the catcher, so it stopped him in mid-call. So we'll call it a ball, but we're not really sure.
Yep.
Ball down in the zone.
Let's see if we got 2 balls there or not. I think we do. Come on, Sid. Sid needs to get it bat here and get us started.
Stay patient right here.
Absolutely.
Lead off hitter. You just need an on.
Yeah.
He's battled back, but does not get that left side of the plate strike. Goes to 3-0.
We think.
Hey, I'll tell you what, though. Did you see the catcher, Manna Thornton, turned around to the umpire and says, "Where was that one?" And it was like, she's right. That hits, but that's ball 4. So Beckelheimer has done her job and has got on board. Colerain's leading hitter, leadoff hitter. Curtis is now up. You know, you're not playing for the big one here. Play for the tie right now. Just 1 run. So you got to advance the runner.
Haley has good wheels, and she's an accomplished bunter, too. Let's see what Coach Billstrom has her doing here.
Well, with the drawn-in infest, as hard as she hits the ball, she hits line drives, too.
Yep.
So she's
the right 2 for 3 in this game, and her only out was a line drive at the second baseman.
Not going to take it, and that ball's hit into the
gap. It's in the gap. That's going to score. She's going to score.
Come in, score easy. Curtis holds up at second, looks for the throw, no throw in. Great decision by the coach to not take the bat out of your hot hitter. Curtis has hit 4 balls on the screws today. Only 1 of them caught. This one nobody's going to catch. It goes all the way to the wall. We got a tie ball game here, Al.
This is fun. This is fun. Hey, you got the go-ahead run out at second base, and you've got your best bunter at the plate. 2 for 2 is Morgan Hain with two bunt singles and a walk with a run scored. And if you're Springboro, you're going to have to respect the bunt here, and let's see if they're going to try to knock off the lead runner or not. It looks like the shortstop is treating towards third, so she's got to get this ball to the third baseman. You want the third baseman to have to feel it because it's a tougher throw for her to turn around and throw back to the shortstop. If the first baseman fields it, it's an easier throw for her across the diamond. Strike 1 on the foul ball.
And Hain fouls this one off. That may take off the bunt right here. Does the coach have confidence to let her do it to third, or is this bunt now turn into a slap? Either way, she's got to protect the plate, and Lauren Powell is not giving her anything to hit.
I think she's going to swing away, but you know what? She's a very good bunter. I wouldn't be surprised.
And she hits it hard. Pitcher does not look at the runner.
And there was no hesitation from Haley Curtis. As soon as that ball was put in play, she was on her way to third.
No hesitation by Laura Powell. Didn't even look back. So that'll move the go-ahead runner to third.
And, you know, but let's be honest here. We watched the last inning. Get an out somewhere. Get an out. Don't compound your problems. We'll give a sacrifice, not a sacrifice, but a ground ball to the pitcher.
So
moves the runner to third.
Now we're in the power of the lineup. Ash Roberts, RBI today, hit a hard one. The shortstop has really playing her to pull. She went to the right-handed shortstop. She went hand side, shot it in the gap. She's really shifted. Big hole up the middle. And if it gets through there,
Roberts is 2 for 3 with a double and a single.
That ball's outside. Bring the count to 1-1. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Colerain Cardinals has tied it up 5-5. Oh, there's that changeup again.
Ash waited on it as long as she could.
Ash Roberts, an intense pitcher and hitter. She gets that adrenaline going, and I tell you what, Lauren Powell sees that, pulls the string, and really gets out ahead.
Short the stroke here. Just put the ball in play, and that run's going to score.
She does a great job getting the ball down, and that'll get the run in. All you got to do is make contact. Perfect hitting. She wasn't trying to hit for a single. All she was trying to do is put it in play.
That's exactly what she did, and she gets the RBI. And what did I say? You had great wheels at third base. Just put the ball on the infield, and that run's going to score.
Not just wheels, just like she came off second base. Curtis doesn't hesitate. As soon as contact was made, she had her head down and she was going.
Yep. And give Haley credit for that. She did it at second base, too.
So we got a courtesy runner in.
Demaya Ruff is coming in to run again.
Yep, Demaya Ruff is going to run for Ashley.
And that's going to be a fielder's choice for Ash. I know that Dad would want that to be a hit, but that was the first baseman coming up to home. Fielder's choice. And Gabby Hogle, look how far up in the box she is. She's used to seeing about 63 to 64 miles an hour on the travel ball circuit at 18U. And anything slower than that, and she wants to get her timing going, so she'll move up in the box for that.
Yeah, Lauren Powell's had her number so far today,
yeah,
keeping
she has.
the dangerous Hogle off the base.
Did have a walk in the Colerain's 3-run 5th inning.
She hits it hard, but foul. Yeah, but that walk, you got to remember, that was second and third. It was an intentional walk.
Yeah,
so
unintentional.
Yeah.
Intentional walk.
Yeah, they pitched around her to keep the bat out of her hand.
Just one out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Colerain looking to play add-on here. They've regained the lead. Gabby could put a charge into one here. That'd be awesome.
Powell's a little up in the zone right here.
And if it sounds like I'm begging for a Colerain player to hit a home run, I am.
Lauren Powell, the pitcher of record here for the Panthers, have kept everybody off balance with the changeup. Comes with the changeup again. I don't think she gets the call.
I believe the count is 3-1. Not 100% sure.
Yep,
3-1.
3-1. This is a green light when you got your number 4 hitter up. She likes it. She hits it.
That's going to be a double
nice
play.
ground ball, picked easy, and it's going to be a double play. Minor to Ziegler. Springboro ends Colerain's inning, gives up a couple runs, but just a nice play, double play to end the inning. Lauren Powell threw a perfect pitch, got it, Gabby Hogle out on her front foot, and just without the wheels there running down there, she was just a tailor-made as we see it. It's just a perfect two-hopper right to the shortstop.
Gabby is a power player.
Yep, Minor takes it herself, throws it to Ziegler, and that's the end of the inning. So we got one more inning here left to play. Colerain clinging to a 1-run lead, but we saw last time Springboro's not going away. No run is insurmountable.
They're coming with the top of the order. Regal, Curtis, and Thornton in the top of the 7, so Ash Roberts has her work cut out for her, but let's be honest, it's going to be up to the defense to defend the bunt. We know Regal and Curtis are going to bunt, and Thornton has already laid down 2, and she's their player with 4 home runs.
Why are we warming up? It seems a little something different. Colerain's not taking the field.
Oh, Gabby made the last out. She's in there
okay.
getting there, and Ash is going to come out until her battery mate is with her.
All right.
No big deal.
Good call. Yeah, I saw the batter was ready to come out, and the fielders were tossing like they were warming up before the game along the right field line. So here we are. I tell you what, it's loud. Let's see if Springboro fans wake up this time. Everybody's a little quiet right now. Everybody holding their breath as we're coming up into the final
I'm
inning
holding my breath. I got butterflies in my stomach. This is like watching Gaynor trying to kick an extra point against Elder, or the game-winning field goal against St. X. I'm nervous. Come on, Ash.
So here, where are we at?
I've seen you do it your whole life.
Courtney Regal looks at ball 1. All fans are standing. Regal looking to get something started for the Panthers. Looks at ball 2, a little up in the zone.
Ash is going to have to work the ball down. He's not calling anything at the belt at all.
She started off last inning walking the first batter. She doesn't want to get him at 3.
And she fell behind 2-0 before she came back and got a strike. She needs to come at this player. Come at them.
And now ball's popped up. It's
Grace has got it. Grace has got a beat on it.
Underneath it. And the longest ball hit by the Springboro Panthers is taken down by Crumpek. Out number 1.
And that's a big first out.
We're watching the replay again. Crumpek hamps underneath it, but sometimes when you got that much time to get under the ball, you get thinking a little bit.
No worries with Grace out there in right. She's a fine outfielder. All three of these girls out in the outfield are fine outfielders. Here comes your slap hitter now.
Riley Curtis takes one, and that one's off the bean.
Wow.
Colerain fans are saying that hit the bat before it hit the helmet. But
no,
from this angle, I like to make straight contact
that hit
with the
her straight in the noggin. And I'm just happy that the young lady's okay.
But if they determine that she swung at the pitch, even if it hit her, that's a foul ball.
I think that that might be what they're asking, but that's where it hit her. No, that bat never left the shoulder.
If I'm a good lip reader, that's what the coach from Colerain is saying.
Yeah, but I just looked at the
she made an attempt to swing.
No, I looked at the replay. She made no attempt at all.
I didn't think so either, but
no attempt at all. That bat never crosses the plate at all. It stays back. That's clearly a hit by pitch, no attempt, and that's the right call by the umpires. The umpires, let's give them credit. They have had their conferences, but they have gotten everything right
so far.
So far,
we're not done yet.
We'll get 2 more outs, hopefully.
So that'll put the tying run on the plate. I tell you what, that's what you call taking one for the team.
Yeah, tying run, and Curtis runs really, really, really well.
And you got this you got the Springboro leading home run hitter coming up.
And you have I believe the leader in stolen bases.
He has 4 on the year.
Curtis had 17 stolen bases on the year for the Panthers.
But, do you attempt to steal and afford to out? But we've seen he's bunted his 4-hitter.
Ash needs to come at her. She's laid down 2 bunts in a row.
Yep.
You can't worry about what she's going to do. You just need to throw her strikes to come at her.
Blows that one past her. She's not bunting on that pitch.
Ashland with just 2 strikeouts in this game, and one of the strikeouts was on a fouled third bunt. So Springboro's done a very good job, but like we talked about, a lot of the reason for the low strikeout numbers, they've laid down a ton of bunts.
Thornton looks down to her third base coach, see if something's on here. She's swinging away and fouling back. The runner was moving on that pitch.
Yep. I said Curtis with 17 stolen bases. I believe that was near the top of the G-Walk this year. You had the leaders with you, didn't you? I'm asking the play-by-play man for stats. What good am I?
Team stats.
Well, we won't worry about it now.
2 strikes. No balls. Sets up outside, and there's a throw down. Gabby takes it. It's right there, and she's out! Perfect throw. Not a cannon by Gabby Hogle, but what a perfect on-the-money. Throws the strike to second base. Colerain takes the threat off. The leading G-Walk base stealer is thrown out at second, and that'll bring Springboro Panthers to their last out.
Last strike. Colerain is 1 strike away from a district championship and a Sweet 16. And let's see what Coach Bellstrom is asking for.
No, she just asked, was that a strike to the batter? She's just verifying the pitch count.
Okay. This could be it.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. Springboro Panthers' last chance.
And Colerain wins the district championship.
She hadn't struck out many people that day. The power pitcher blows it past Amanda Thornton. Springboro fights, Springboro scratches, but the Colerain Cardinals come out victorious. Here at Joe Nuxall Field, Colerain Cardinals are going to move on to the Sweet 16. I'll tell you what, one of the best games that I've been just had the privilege to announce. This is a great game to watch, but they allow me to talk during the whole game. So,
hey, thank you for letting me say Colerain wins the district championship. That was your job.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, from beautiful Joe Nuxall Stadium here at Fairfield High School, from everybody at Waycross, from everybody at wearecolerain.com, everybody listening in Springfield, this has been the Southwest District Champ. Colerain comes away victorious 6-5 over the Springboro Panthers. I'm Brian Wyatt. This is Al Gabriel. Thanks for listening.
Woohoo!
Are available for $20 each. Send program title along with your address and check or money order to Waycross Community Media. Attention Dub Coordinator, 2086 Waycross Road, Forest Park, Ohio 45240. or buy securely on the web at www.waycross.tv.